phones.
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Beathard. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Set! Green, 39!
Here's Beathard to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Shrugs him off. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Beathard. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Able to pull off the hurdle. Not a ton there on the back end, but a nice move and a good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. He'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
This on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are in for 6. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
To throw is Beathard. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw here. Beathard. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw Beathard. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Set. Green 39.
Beathard. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Beathard to throw. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Green 39. Green.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Staying up, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, here we go.
Now Beathard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for the Dolphins. 47 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Too little,
To throw is Beathard. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now look at this. pass. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Beathard to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Beathard now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw here. Beathard. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw Beathard. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw is Beathard. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Set. Blue.
Here's Beathard to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Beathard. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now Drake. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
A mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff for Drake. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone.
He'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, it's Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Miami, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.